Hi, Bill here with another edition of Metal Minutes. Today is Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. We've had a great comeback week in the metals. We hope you were able to take advantage of that. We've had gold up 3% to $18.15. We have silver up 2% to $26.53. Platinum is up 3% to $1,108. And palladium's up 5% to $28.76. So we believe this trend is just beginning to move higher. We've seen, as you saw in the charts last week, typically from July 1st to the end of the year is historically a significant up period for both gold and silver, and likely platinum as well. Wanted to correct something that we said last week. I said that platinum is a rare metal and only a few hundred pounds a year are produced. I didn't intend to say that. What I intended to say was a few hundred tons. So that's still a relatively low amount, and it's one of the more rare of the metals that we can easily invest in. And so I continue to encourage you to take a look at that. Also, we want to look at gold. Before I forget, let's do the 1 year numbers. Gold is up 1% for 1 year. Silver's up 45%. Platinum's up 32%. And palladium's up 49% from 1 year ago today. Now, I see some pundits that point at gold and they say, look at that, 1% for 1 year. Why would you want to put your money in that? And sometimes they'll look at maybe a different metric and point out that gold's return hasn't been that great in the last year, or whatever the case may be. The point is, the astute investor realizes that things return to their average. And so if gold has only been up 1% for the last year, that means to return to its historical average, it's going to have to rise quite a bit going forward. So it's actually a great time to get in gold, and I would be much more concerned about assets in the stock market that are currently overblown. In order for returns in the stock market to return to average, they're going to have significantly lower performance going forward. So while this is not financial advice to you, it's certainly good information that you need to consider and speak with your financial professional about. But when it comes to physical metals, what we find is a lot of times your financial services provider will not recommend physical silver or gold. In fact, they may say, well, if you want that, let us allocate some of your resources to an ETF that you can hold in your account that you already have there. The problem is those funds don't always well track what happens with physical metal. In fact, as we've talked about before, some of your most significant returns have been from physical metal, not from ETFs or similar investable paper investments related to silver or gold. So while they certainly may have their place, if you really want the protection that silver and gold provide, you need to own it in physical form. I mean, we're talking about a difference between 29% and 59% in gold's case, and even more significant, 72 or 140% versus paper silver versus physical silver over the last 2.25 years. So there is no substitute for physical metal, and it's very simple to purchase and to own. You can do it by phone with the here at the United States Gold Bureau, the sponsors of this program, or even on the internet. I've done it both ways. They're both quick. They're both very simple. And it's just a good step. If you've never taken that step, it's very easy. It's not intimidating. I encourage you to give it a try. You won't regret it. over time, it's one of the least expensive and best ways to protect yourself and your family. And you can store a lot of value of metal and not a lot of room. It doesn't take a lot of physical room to store a lot of a significant amount of wealth and gold. And you can use the vaulting service, a professional vaulting service, the Texas Bullion Depository. It's one of the only state-run such facilities. It has all the overview of the state. It's outside the banking system, and but it's not federally controlled. It's only the state of Texas. So that's if you're going to have a vaulting situation, that's one of the best places that you could do it. I mean, you can go to Singapore or Hong Kong, but who wants to do that when you can do it right here in the good old USA? Hey, it's Independence Week, and so I hope you're still free and enjoying your freedom, and we hopefully will enjoy that the rest of our lives. So thanks a lot. We'll see you again next week.